Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Girls It Goals Global. My name is Leanne, and we're going to touch on how to market your business in this video, which is number 2 in our 21-part series of the Bosses Building Bosses project, phase 2. So we're going to touch on how to market your business. So when you think of marketing as a small business owner, we like to think, a lot of us like to think big, but one of the main things that we must keep in mind is that starting small, there's nothing wrong with starting small, especially if you're just starting in business, and being effective when you're marketing your business in terms of sales and in terms of the different distribution channels. So just a disclaimer, if I keep looking back and forth, is because my notes are in front of me. So first, what I want to share, or what I want to touch on, is starting small again, or what we like to say, guerrilla. Now, I'm not sure if some of you are aware of the term guerrilla warfare, which back in the day, or back when soldiers were fighting in war, that what would happen is they would dispatch small groups of soldiers to fight against larger troops or larger groups of soldiers. So that's the concept in going guerrilla in terms of marketing your small business. So for example, if you're selling a product, it can be a product or a service, but if for example you're selling a product, or you have a brick and mortar, and instead of doing elaborate things, I mean, these things will come eventually, but you could just have, let's say, one of your friends or family members stand outside with a little nice get up, like if you want to do a testing, or just simple, like how some of our supermarkets do, like the taste testing. This is a form of marketing. So you can also organize, like, to bring in crowd attention, which is the same concept. So just starting small and being effective while starting small, and just planning, as we mentioned in video number 1 when I spoke of how to create your business venture. You start small, you plan as you go along, and eventually you'll get to that point where you can be creating infomercials and all these other fancy things when it comes to putting your product out there and marketing yourself as a business owner and marketing your brand. The second thing I want to touch on in terms of marketing your business is digital marketing, which is, right now, the digital economy is growing and it is continuing to grow. It has grown from where it started and it is continuing to grow. And I personally find that social media is very effective when it comes to marketing a business, at whatever stage the business is. But most importantly, yes, and especially when the business is a small business, it's very effective, personally speaking, from my experience with using the different social media platforms to market the Girls It Goals Global brand, and even market yourself if you're a public figure. So socializing on social media, so not just using social media, but socializing, engaging with your followers, and also if somebody leaves a comment, or if you share something from somebody's page onto your platform. And sometimes I would experience that people would comment and say thanks for sharing. Just a simple reply, you're welcome, whatever you want to reply, just that small level of appreciation. So that is included in socializing on social media. If somebody sends you a message on your page, don't take 2 weeks before you respond. I mean, you don't have to respond right away, like seconds after. If you're able to, that's fine. But I've had experiences where I would message, or as we say on the Facebook platform, inbox, a business place, whether small, large, medium, and sometimes up to a day like today, I've never gotten a response. So sometimes I'm just going a little off track and just being real. Sometimes I would wonder, like, what's the point of having a business page if you're not engaging on it and if you're not being consistent with it? Like, even if you're not able to check your social media pages every day, but there are even ways to schedule posting so you don't have to post every day. But it would be wise if you create a social media page, especially Facebook, whatever it is, Instagram, Twitter, even TikTok. That you may get comments, you may get messages. You never know where an opportunity may present itself and place itself. So you always have to keep abreast with your digital marketing. Also, you don't want to just create any content when you market your brand as a whole, and also when you market your product and or services, because some of us offer both. You want to create content that is valuable and that can be used by your potential customers and your current customers. So not only do potential customers love great content, but so does the outside world. And what I mean by the outside world is people not residing locally. So your local clients, you want them to appreciate your brand and love what you put out. And you also want to attract, so you would have your clients locally and your potential clients locally, but you also want to attract potential clients out of Dominica, regionally within the Caribbean, or you want to go as far as you can go, even internationally. So you want to create that valuable content that can bridge whatever gap that exists within getting your product and or service out into different markets, so that you can be so that your brand can be diversified. Also, you can have incentives. I like to give. I'm a giver, so when I'm able, I like to give back, and just it's a form of appreciation, not only to people who support you in terms of your paying customers, but also as a way of attracting those who still haven't quite realized that they need what you are offering. So you can have giveaways, like the YouTubers, a lot of them always have giveaways when they reach to a certain subscriber point. So in your small business, when you are able, it's not a must, but when you are able, or at a point where you feel comfortable that you can afford to give something or things away, or have a raffle, or whatever means you want to use, these incentives are also great to market your product and to attract customers and to help retain those that you already have. You can also, as I mentioned in the first video, to utilize people of influence in marketing your products. So what we call piggyback on your partners. If you have already partnered with another small business or an influential person in your community or in Dominica or wherever you are, you can piggyback on that partner, or contact an influential person and let them know about your business and what you're offering. And especially if you have a small to minimal marketing budget, it makes things easier, and it makes sense, so to speak, to partner with other businesses that complement. So not only influential people or people who have certain status in the country or in your community or in society, but also other small businesses that go with what you offer. So for example, for me, Girls with Goals offers, let me pick one of the services that we do is, let's say, business plan writing, right? So we offer that service. helping to write or to formulate a business plan, whether it's the simpler lean canvas way or the conventional business plan document that you would present to an organization if you're seeking funding. So I would partner with a small business, so it doesn't have to be a small business, but a business that would complement the services that I offer. So for example, another business support service business that would offer, let's say, consulting services on how to, write the business plan, or just you all know what I mean. It's, you can partner. It doesn't mean even the competition, a small business that is doing similar or same thing that you're doing, that it doesn't hurt to once the two parties are on a level of a certain understanding, then that's fine. You partner. You see it all the time with big businesses that partner with different businesses, not being intimidated by what they offer, even if it's complementary to theirs or even if it's similar or same. And finally, I want to speak about helping yourself help others, right? So in marketing, you should be of some use to the people that look at you or look up to you or want or are interested in your brand and what you're offering. There are many ways that you can make marketing efforts a welcome intrusion rather than an annoyance. So you want people to, when you market your product or you market your brand, you market yourself, whichever way you want to look at it, you want the people that you're attracting or that you're targeting to want to learn more about what you're offering and not to be like a turn off. Again, your content has to be accepting and valuable so that they can be attracted. A lot of people like things that are aesthetically pleasing, so that's one of the things that you also have to consider when you market your business. So this is what I wanted to share with you this afternoon, and thank you again for watching this second video in phase 2 of the Bosses Building Bosses project. Stay tuned for video number 3. Thank you.